Missed me? Missed me? Missed me? Yeah, so hellos, I'm back. I'm ready to go in again. Had some problems, but I'm back again. I'm ready to roll again. And let's get started with these facts that continue to not be facts. Actually, I don't think you got one. Not even one fact.
On YouTube. Fact number 6. Evolution is impossible because of the DNA species barrier. DNA doesn't allow one species to evolve into another one. In other words, there is no way, no matter how hard you try, that you can produce a cat from mating different breeds of dogs over time. It's a biological impossibility.
You're right. Kind of. You're right when you say that it's impossible for species to evolve in other species, and you're right when you say that no matter how many times you breed dogs, you can get cats. But what is also true is that these statements have nothing to do with the theory of evolution, do they? I'm in this frame to notify you that cats and dogs were once the same species. They have a common ancestor. That's all. And I'll continue with the next. Bang. Itchy eye. God damn it. But you know what this is, right? This is called, wait for it, this is called a straw man. What is a straw man? Let me introduce you. Hello, Mr. Strawman. Hello. What are you? I'm a straw man. I didn't really think this through. Okay, what do you do? Well, when someone can't disprove an idea, they create me based on that idea so they could destroy me and then act like the whole idea is destroyed. I see. So, Mr. Strawman, tell me, why are you here? Well, I'm here because I was created when Mr. Bible Flogbox guy claimed that for evolution to occur, some species need to evolve in other different species. You know, like a weird separate time loop. God damn it, cat. Hey, get off him! Get off him, you cat! I'm trying to explain something here. Or not. Okay. So, Mr. Fox Guy, Mr. Bible Fox Guy, declares that for evolution to occur, certain species need to breed with other species for a new species to evolve. Which certainly, it's not true. Well, if it's not true, why do I need you? And that is a straw man. And now let me explain you your statement. It's impossible, and that's not how evolution works. You don't need two separate species for a new species to emerge. You need the same species changing over the course of time to be different enough from its ancestors to be declared a new species. So yeah, you're wrong again and again and again and again. God damn it, you're so wrong every time. Woo! And I'm gonna explain this fallacy of yours, that no matter how many times you breed dogs, you can't get cats. Yes, it's impossible. You could get some kind of weird mutant thing that you could call cat, but it would take millions of years, but that doesn't matter. I'm gonna explain you in a biblical way your statement. You have Adam and Eve, yes? Adam and Eve had two sons, and Abel dies and Cain remained. And Cain breeded a lot, but no matter how many times you breed Cain, you can get Abel. They could make a child and name him Abel, but he will never be the brother of Cain. And not only your statement does it deny your God, it makes you worship another God where evolution is false and interspecies breeding is possible. Yeah, so another sin on your list. And we're only at fact number 6, and I think you had some. And even if you try to say that God created Seth or Jesus, you don't get to do that, as again, they won't be the same persons and the same circumstances, as Jesus was created to save the human soul or something, while this new creation would be just because Cain couldn't breed enough to get Jesus. So yeah, you denied your own God. Moving on.
DNA has a species barrier, which prohibits one species of animal or plant from crossing over into another one. The best that can be accomplished is the creation of different breeds within a species. Take the American English Coonhound, for example. It's a 1905 breed of dog developed from Virginia hounds, which were developed over time from dogs imported to the United States. But it's still just a dog, even though it's a relatively new breed. Also, if you look at different animals and plants in the world, they are relatively easy to distinguish. It's not hard to see that a fish, dog, cat, monkey, and human being are all different species.
Okay, and for this purpose of easily distinguishable species, I'm gonna offer you a challenge. Please tell me which one of these is a dog. If you answered this, you're wrong. If you answered this, you're wrong. If you answered this, you're wrong, because that's a fox. The correct answer is this. And this is not really a dog, is it? I'm gonna put you another question. What animal is this? That's a raccoon. You guessed it, right?
Yet, if evolution really went on for 6 million years, like evolutionists claim, and throughout that entire time, fish evolved into land animals and land animals evolved into other land animals and human beings, there shouldn't be such a clear distinction between species. We should have all kinds of transitional types of life forms around us right now, but they don't exist, which means that evolution never happened. Fact number...
Why? Why is your intellect so low? Why don't you understand anything? Why? Why don't you understand the facts? Why don't you understand the history? Yes, they are now easily distinguished because we learned how to distinguish them. We learned how alike some species are and how distant some species are. You do realize that until 200 years ago, black people were not considered human. Creationists knew that they were soulless beings, and the rest of the people considered them just slaves and animals on par with the chimpanzees. No, we learned to distinguish. We learned that humans are humans, black, white, every other color. And those 6 million years you talked about, they apply only to human evolution. And the rest of animal evolution took way longer than that. 100 times longer than that. Hundreds of times longer than that. And the only reason they are so easily distinguished is because we studied them. We put them in different boxes so we know which box it comes from. And again, why are you lying? Why don't you know these things? There are lots of transitional types that we don't understand what really they are. We have this, we have this, I don't know their names, but they're there, and you can't really understand them. Why are they still the way they are? And why are they not one or the other?
But they don't exist, which means that evolution never happened.
So yeah, evolution happens. So this was it for this episode. I'm trying not to make them long, like my first abomination, and please subscribe, like, comment what you don't like, what I should improve. There's someone calling for me. Goodbye.